Hey friends, I've said before that these messages aren't personal 99.5% of the time, but this one comes right from the depths of my own self-reflections. In the past, I spent a lot of time Monday morning quarterbacking about how and why the things that have gone very wrong in my life got that way. I was in a quagmire wondering how the hell I got there when I thought that I had done everything right, or at least to the best of my ability. Then I realized that even though every situation was different times in my life, different people around me, different lots of stuff, there was one thing that contributed directly to my downfall, to put it simply. And that was that I failed to love myself enough. I failed to put myself first. I failed to worry about how Marilyn felt about the situation instead of everyone else. I failed to consider that maybe just because an opportunity is there does not mean I have to take it. I failed to acknowledge red flags and see people for who they were showing me they were versus who I wanted them to be. Is it because I was dumb or naive or just didn't know better? Nope. I am far from dumb or naive, and I probably did know better somewhere deep inside, but I was very guilty of putting everyone else's happiness and general okayness before my own. And I didn't love myself enough to stand up for myself or walk away from things I really needed to. I'm sharing this personal information because maybe you can relate to it. Maybe you have found yourself in a situation where you were not happy, where you were accepting the unacceptable, where you were compromising some part of yourself or your needs to keep something or someone around. And you probably asked yourself, why am I putting up with this? Why am I here? Why am I settling for this? Well, here's one clue. We are taught from a young age that selfishness is bad, and it is, in fact, not great. But so many of us confuse selfishness with self-love, and they are very, very different things. Self-love is not at all selfish. It is a necessary element of growth of a human being. It is necessary for your well-being, your mental health, and your happiness. It means that you put your needs at the top of your list instead of at the bottom. That you accept that you are a work in progress and you give yourself grace. That you stop comparing your journey to anyone else's and focus on your own. That you have empathy for yourself too, not just for others. Loving yourself does not mean that everyone will magically just treat you the way you deserve to be treated. It means that you will not allow others to change the way you see yourself. It means that you will not stick around for people to destroy you or continuously take from you. And I'm not talking about material things, though those are included. I'm talking about taking from you emotionally, which is far more common. There are way too many broken adults out here who will see your kindness and misinterpret it as a weakness. Sometimes they will use you as a doormat or a dumping ground because, hey, you're probably cheaper than a therapist. Or to get the attention they crave to make themselves feel better, or the ever popular, I'll be super interested in you until someone else who is better, more attractive, has more to give me, or whatever comes along, and then I will discard you like a bad habit. By the way, this is something that kids do on a smaller scale, sometimes because they're kids. But trust me when I say that some adults, even though they should know better, absolutely do this too. Which is pathetic. But anyway, you have to love and respect yourself enough to recognize these things. It is always easier to see it when it's someone else than when it's happening to you, I know. But it's so, so important, because when you do not love yourself, you will attract people to you that do not love you either. It's time, friends. It is time to stop settling for mediocre. It's time to believe you are enough. It's time to stop caring about what other people think. It's time to be comfortable in your own skin. It's time to prioritize you. That's all I've got for you this week. I will be back next week with another priority message. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye.